Hello there. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Donald Seiler, the Divisional Commander for the Salvation Army in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. My wife Audrey is the Director of Women's Services. We not only are involved in planning Salvation Army services in the Commonwealth, but get a great deal of joy in looking at past memories.
We would now like to share some of these memories with you as we look together at the Salvation Army photo album.
Since its founding in 1865, the Salvation Army has been dedicated to serving the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of the destitute. Over the years, that commitment has expanded to include programs for the elderly, treatment for those with substance abuse problems, young people seeking an escape from the streets, daycare facilities, and support services to those affected by wars or natural disasters. The Salvation Army is there when you need us. We have become the largest human services organization in the world, with programs in over 95 countries and all 50 United States. Here in Massachusetts, we've been meeting need at the point of need since 1884 and annually provide over 750,000 instances of social services to Massachusetts residents. In this Salvation Army photo album, you'll see some of our current programs, carrying on in our more than century-long tradition of helping.
Koi, koi. Koi, koi. Let her come down first. Come down, Iris.
The Salvation Army has long recognized the problems facing working parents who need quality, secure daycare facilities for their children. Our daycare center in Dorchester offers a nurturing environment where preschool children between the ages of 3 and 5 can participate in a varied curriculum, socialize in a supportive environment, join in a meals program, or just let off steam when needed. The center is staffed by trained child development and education professionals who understand the needs of children away from their parents.
The need for daycare is really growing because mothers will always be working, it's a known fact, and we have to be about the business of providing a nurturing, good daycare program for the children as they are with us more hours in the day than they are with their parents.
Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Lay them in your lap.
If there wasn't a daycare center, some of the children would be lost in a shuffle. They would be in homes. You wouldn't know whether they were being properly taken care of. They wouldn't learn anything. And the separation is very tremendous from child, from parent, because we witnessed that here. But we have trained personnel to deal with that situation. And if a child is left in just a private home or something to that effect, and I'm not saying family daycare, but just with a neighbor per se, that safety network is not there.
In the heart of Boston is a place where neighborhood youngsters can get away from the pressures and dangers of the streets. The South End Community Center has been an integral part of the neighborhood since its beginnings as a boys' club in 1940. Now so much more than a boys' club, it provides opportunities for education, recreation, and character building for boys and girls between the ages of 6 and 17, and serves as a focal point for the community.
If you look outside of our building, you'll see guys hanging on the corner drinking, you know, possibly selling drugs and things like that. And the kids that live in this community, they got to pass through that. And the only place that they can go in this community that's safe for them is the boys club. They know that once they come out of their environment and they come into this environment, it's more of a peaceful and enjoyable atmosphere for them. And it, you know, it kind of breaks up their day, you know, and it makes them, you know, feel like kids.
When the Boston Fire Department rolls to an emergency, the Salvation Army Mobile Canteen is often there to meet it. Since beginning service to American troops during World War I, Salvation Army canteens have been on the scene to provide support to those in need. Whether helping police, fire, or civil defense authorities, mobile canteens have been visible at disasters, providing food, arranging for emergency shelter, and offering spiritual counseling. One of the most visible and widely known of the Salvation Army's programs in Boston is the Harbor Light Center, located in the South End, providing soup, soap, and salvation to men and women with nowhere else to turn in times of trouble. Here the homeless can find food and shelter. Substance abusers can undergo drug and alcohol treatment. And senior citizens find a friendly place to eat and socialize. Across the Commonwealth, Salvation Army Corps community centers, similar to the Harbor Light, join with volunteer-run service units to provide over 1,000 meals a day and housing for over 500 people every night.
The Harbor Light Center ministry is the grassroots. It's the evangelistic outreach. It's why the Salvation Army came into being, as part of the original concept of William Booth's feeling that we should minister to those who are hurting in the deepest, disparate places, whether it be England, whether it be China, whether it be Boston, Massachusetts, South End, Harbor Light Center, or the most affluent communities that we can think of. If there was not the Salvation Army Harbor Light Center in the South End, these people would be forced to sleep on the streets. The programs that we offer are survival programs. I feel very clearly that the Harbor Light Center has a mission and a ministry. And that mission and ministry is to care for those who need help, who want help, and who need to have some installation that there's hope in the world for them. And that comes under what I call my ministry of wellness. And here we try to take care of them physically, psychologically, and most importantly, with their spiritual care as well.
As you have just seen, we are proud of the present service of the Salvation Army as well as service in the past. Our role as providers has changed as the world around us is changing. Our goal is to continue to serve and provide future memories for those who follow and for those who support our cause.